Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to University Affiliation Program Info Session. Thank you for registering and attending this session today. I am Amanina from CFA Society Malaysia. Okay, before we start, a bit of housekeeping rules. This session is scheduled for 60 minutes. Recording is in place and will be shared later. Kindly ensure your mic is muted as to not disrupt the session. We welcome questions from our audience. You may share them later in the chat box. And at the end of the session, we'll have a short photo op. Kindly open your camera later, okay? So this is the agenda for today. The objective of today's session is to provide a refresher course to our existing affiliated universities and at the same time to share with the non-affiliated universities how you can be part of the university affiliation program. Hence, the agenda will be a brief introduction of CFA Institute and CFA Society Malaysia. And then I'll be introducing our speaker, Miss Sandy Lee, and we'll be passing the floor to her. Then we will have a short Q&A session and then the additional information of our upcoming events. Let me introduce a bit on CFA Institute and CFA Society Malaysia. Since 1947, CFA Institute has been the global non-profit organization leading the way in setting the standard for excellence among investment professionals, with the mission to lead the investment profession globally by promoting the highest standards of ethics, education, and professional excellence for the ultimate benefit of society. CFA Institute has a large global network of connectivity with more than 160 local societies across the world and over 190,000 CFA charter holders. The programs are recognized by more than 60 regulators in 40 markets and has been positively impacting the investment industry. Now let's get to our local chapter, CFA Society Malaysia. Since our founding, we have remained committed to fostering a vibrant investment community grounded in trust, ethics, and sustainable practices, a community that serves and is valued by societies. As an affiliate of the CFA Institute, we share a unified vision and mission to foster an investment community that is based on trust, ethics, and sustainable practices that is valued by the society. Our mission is brought to life through 4 key pillars, which is operational excellence, developing future professionals, delivering member value, building market integrity, and we are proud to support a growing community of over 990 CFA charter holders in Malaysia, which are professionals who uphold the highest standards of ethics and competence. Our partnerships reflect our commitments to the future of the industry with 8 premium employer partners, 15 recognized employer partners, and 17 affiliated universities, helping to shape the next generation of investment leaders. Moving on, I would like to introduce our speaker for today, Ms. Sandy Lee, an Associate Manager of University Programs Team, Asia Pacific region at CFA Institute. She plays a key role in managing the university affiliation program, working with a network of over 200 affiliated universities across APAC. These institutions offer finance and investment programs that are closely aligned with the CFA program curriculum, shaping the future of ethical and professional investment education. Without further ado, I will pass the floor to her. Sandy, you may share your slides, and the floor is yours.
Thank you, Nina. Just okay. Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. I believe some of you may already know what is University Affiliation Program, and some of you may not, but it's okay. I am going to walk you through the University Affiliation Program today. So the UAP program, we usually just call it the UAP, is to recognize universities that one of their specific degree program is aligned to at least 70% of our CFA program curriculum topics, including our Code of Ethics and Standard of Professional Conduct. And we have over 840 affiliated universities around the world. And because this is a flagship program started in the United States, so they have the most affiliated universities, followed by EMEA and then Asia Pacific. And because each affiliated universities can apply for more than one affiliated degree program, so if you look at the chart on the right-hand side, you can see we have over 1,200 affiliated degree program. And we have slightly more undergraduate program than graduate program. And later on, I will share why universities apply with more than one affiliated degree programs. And this is just some of the examples to show you our affiliated universities around the world. And if we look at Asia Pacific, we have over 200 affiliated universities in 20 regions and 17 affiliated universities in Malaysia. And if you look at the right-hand side, we actually have around 56% of the affiliated degree programs are undergraduates. And these are the 17 affiliated universities in Malaysia. If you want to see more details about our affiliated universities and what are their affiliated degree program, please visit our UAP website. So what are the benefits of participating in the UAP? First is that you can use our UAP logo as a marketing tool to promote your affiliated degree program to attract students who are already interested in the investment industry. Because if they are taking this degree program, which is affiliated with CFA Institute, they are not only achieving their academic qualification, but at the same time, they are preparing themselves to sit for the CFA exam because your curriculum already cover at least 70% of the CFA program curriculum. Also, your university and the degree program will also be listed on our UAP website. Secondly, by affiliate with us, you will become part of this core academic network and have the direct links with the investment professionals around the world because we will organize some webinar or conferences that are complementary to our affiliated universities. We will also share up-to-date information with our professor within this network. You will also have the access to our online forum called the UAP community, where you can engage with other professors around the world to share some best practice or some ideas with them. And then you will have the access to resources, which is our learning ecosystem, where you can access to all 3 levels of CFA program curriculum. There are exam practice questions, flashcards, where you can use all these resources to review your curriculum to see if you want to make updates. Our team actually review the CFA program curriculum every year and make changes to it so that our CFA program curriculum stay relevant to the real world. And then student scholarship, which is exclusive to our affiliated universities only. And I will talk more about the student scholarship and other types of scholarship that are available later on. And for the certificate recognition, it might be something new to you all, and we are only opening this to our affiliated universities only. So the certificate recognition is to recognize if you are any of your degree program that is teaching some ESG investing or some sustainable in your degree program. If you have a degree program teaching the sustainable, then you may consider to apply for the certificate in ESG investing. And then once you are approved, you will receive a badge like this and a strap line, so you can promote your programs. So what is UAP community? The UAP community is something relatively new that we just launched last year. And it looks like this, where you can engage with other professors around the world. You can message them privately as well. And you can also see what are our upcoming events, webinars that may be suitable for your faculty members and your students. The most importantly is that you will have the access to the library, where you can see all the resources we have for our UAPs. For example, some short videos from our CEO message to the students. Also the access to the learning ecosystem, as well as some of the handbook or professor kits for you to talk about the CFA program to your students and etc. So it is actually quite helpful for you, as well as networking with the other professors around the world. So certificate recognitions, as I just mentioned, we are opening this up for our affiliated universities only, and it's a program to recognize your degree program. That's if you are teaching the ESG or sustainable finance in any of your degree program. It doesn't have to be the affiliated degree program. It could be something else. And the certificate recognition is relatively simple than the UAP applications, because all you need is just to complete a very simple applications that demonstrate you have at least 4 or more topics covering in your degree programs. Then you will receive the approval email from us, along with the access to our full certificate recognitions to our sustainable investing certificates. So you can use our curriculum as a reference to see whether you want to update your degree program. And if you want to use part of our content within our curriculum, you can actually submit a copyright form to our team. Then we will process agreement for you, and then you can use our curriculum for teaching, and it's for free. And this is the topics within our sustainable investing certificates. So if you have any of your degree program that is teaching at least 4 of these topics, then you will get the approval for the certificate recognitions. Currently, we only have 8 universities in Asia Pacific that are participating in the certificate recognitions, and that's mostly in Australia. And CFA program student scholarship, as I mentioned, it's exclusive to our affiliated universities, and actually the student scholarship is open for any student who are currently studying at one of our affiliated universities and have not yet registered for their next exam, or maybe a candidate who will receive their exam results. The student scholarship is applicable to all 3 levels of exam. So if you have a student who used the scholarships to pass the level 1 exam, then he or she may apply for the student scholarship again and use the scholarship to register for level 2 exam as well. And each affiliated degree program is entitled for 3 scholarships. So that's why some of our affiliated universities are having 2 or even more affiliated degree programs. Then they will have more scholarship to award to their students. And we have normally we have a maximum of 15 scholarship per year to each of the affiliated degree program, meaning that each affiliated universities is normally affiliated with a maximum of 5 degree program. And the student scholarship will allow students to register for CFA exam at a discount price of $600, and they will have a 6 month of time frame to register for the CFA exam. The 6 month of time frame is for the registration, not the exam date. So then apart from the student scholarship, we also offer access scholarships, but the access scholarship is available to everyone who may have a financial issue in taking the CFA program, and the access scholarship will reduce the exam fee to $400, and they have 4 application windows, so it will be a shorter time frame for them to register. Apart from these 2 student and access scholarship, we also offer professor scholarships. So if you are interested in taking the CFA program, I would strongly recommend you to apply for the professor scholarship, because it will help you to reduce the exam registration fee to $600. And the good thing about the student scholarship is that our principal contact at each affiliated universities will be the one to review the applications and decide which student they want to award the scholarship to, not us, not CFA Institute. So once you become affiliated, I will give you the access to this online platform, the scholarship online platform, as a reviewer. So whenever there is a student at your universities, they submitted an applications, you will receive a notification emails, and then you can log into this platform, review the applications, and make the decision whether you want to award the scholarship to them or not. Also, we allows principal contact to have additional requirements for their students to submit, which will help them to make the decisions on whether or not to award the scholarship to. Some universities, they will require students perhaps to upload their transcript, their CV, as well as writing a short description on why they are interested to take a CFA program and what are their plans on studying CFA program, as well as for their academic as well. Which is quite helpful to our principal contact to make the award decisions. Research challenge, I guess most of you may know the research challenge very well, so I'm not going to go through what is research challenge, but I just want to highlight how well the teams are doing in research challenge, particularly this year, which is happening right now. So we actually have 463 universities participating the research challenge this year, and 42% of them are the UAP participants. The number is not very high because only 42% are UAP, but when you see the 40 universities who advanced to the regional finals, 35 of them are our UAP participants. And in Asia Pacific, 10 universities advanced to regional semifinals, and 9 of them are UAP participants. So only 1 in Asia Pacific are non-UAP participants. And for the global final round, there are 6 universities advanced to the global final, and 2 of the Asia Pacifics are actually our UAP participants, and only 1 of them are non-UAP, which is from the America regions. So I think this somehow indicates how well our UAP participants are doing in research challenge. How to become affiliate? Okay, first, if you are interested to apply for the UAP, please send me an email at sandy.li@cfainstitute.org, and then I will send you a link to the UAP interest form, where I will need some of your details about your universities and your degree program that is seeking for affiliations. Once we receive the interest form from you, we will review the form through a selective process, as we are currently not seeking to overextend the network of affiliated universities at the current time. As I mentioned, we actually have more than 820 affiliated universities already. So our approach is more selective at this time. And for those who are qualified, we will schedule an introduction call with you or with some of your other faculty members who want to know more about the UAP, or they have questions about these programs. And then the next step, I will send you the link to our online application forms, which you guys will take quite a lot of time to complete the online application form, because you will have to provide your syllabus and do some of the mapping guide, but I will talk more about the requirement for the application later on as well. Once completed, and then the review may take at least 12 to 14 weeks or even longer, because it takes time for us to review all of your syllabus in details, and then do the cross checks for your mapping. And once it's completed and approved, we will send you an email, and then we will share our UAP logos with you and other benefits, as well as listing your university's logo onto our UAP website. So here are the requirements for a complete applications. So you will need to identify a program that is up and running for at least 1 year and have at least 70% of coverage. As I mentioned, it can be a master program or a bachelor program, but they must have enough credit hours. So normally a course will cover around 2 to 4 credits in one semester. So if you are applying with a bachelor program, you will need to have at least 15 credit hours covering the CFA program curriculum and 24 credits hour for a master program. Also, the degree program must incorporate our CFA Institute Code of Ethics and Standard of Professional Conduct, because this is our missions. And you will need to have a minimum of 4 learning hours on our CFA ethics, not the general business ethics, but we do have other resources to help you to meet this requirement, and I will go through more details on this part later on. Also, you will need to provide a proof of accreditations. If you are new universities applying for this program, it can be a copy of certificates or official website that indicates your university is accredited or authorized by the local government or any global organization that you are authorized to offer the degree certification in your country. Also, you will need to provide a letter of support that is signed by your dean or senior management, indicating that they are supporting for being included in this affiliation program. Last but not least, when you submit your application, you are required to provide a copy of detailed course syllabus for all the courses listed in the mapping guide. And we do consider both the core and elective courses of the degree program. And I will talk more about the mapping in more details. And so if you are applying with a bachelor program, you will need to cover at least 70% of our CFA program level 1 exam. And if you are applying with a master program, you will need to cover for level 1 and level 2. But not level 3, because level 3, we have so many different pathways, and it's impossible for a one degree program to include so many different pathways. So we kind of changed the requirement for master programs who are seeking for affiliations. They are only required to cover level 1 and level 2. CFA ethics, as I mentioned, you will need to cover at least 4 learning hours in your degree program, because CFA ethics is unique in the investment professions and different to the business ethics. Because you may already have a business ethics course and covering some of the general business ethics or some other finance ethics. but that is not the ethics that we are looking for. It has to be our CFA ethics. And here are the different resources we have for university to meet these requirements. For example, you can use our ethics handbooks or case studies to incorporate into your existing courses. It doesn't have to be the whole handbook or all the case studies, but you can use some of our topics within the handbooks and incorporate into your existing courses. Or you can engage with our CFA Society Malaysia to see if they can help you to invite our CFA charter holder to do a workshop with your students, but not only focusing on CFA ethics, but as well as sharing some career advice or how to prepare for the CFA exam. This is something good, but it really depends on whether our CFA charter holder are available or not. Alternatively, you can use the Ethics Learning Lab for free, which is an online learning platform, and it looks like this. So this Ethics Learning Lab provides more interactive and a premier learning experience for your students with video, quick quizzes, and case studies, which help your students to better understand the CFA ethics so they can preparing themselves not only for their exams, but for their future career path as well. And on the online platform, there are a total of 6 programs, and each program will take around 1 hour long to complete. And with a minimum of 4 programs, you will meet the requirements for ethics coverage. And for the curriculum mapping, here are the 10 main domains or the topics in our CFA program curriculum. So no matter if you are applying with our undergraduate or graduate programs, you should have these topics covered in your degree program. But the content topics within each domain will be different. If you depends on you are applying with an undergraduate or graduate programs. So for example, in this domain of financial statement analysis, you can see that if you are applying with a master program, you are required to cover more content topics than the undergraduate programs because your master program need to cover level 1 and level 2 of the CFA program, so you will have more content topics. But of course, we don't expect all of these content topics to be covered in your degree program. We will employ a reasonable judgment rather than a numerical summary of these content topics. So for myself, I would expect to see at least half of these content topics are covered in your degree program in order to meet the requirements of curriculum mapping. And that's all from me, and I will pass the floor to Nina.
Yes, Sandy, let me share my screen. So, thank you, Sandy, for an insightful sharing. So let me share the benefits of being part of our local UAP affiliated universities. So I hope our attendees right now are now more informed on the university affiliation program, and I would like to share the benefits of being part of UAP in Malaysia. We have collaborated with our UAPs to have sessions, be it a talk, a speaker session, or a forum that benefits the students. As shown in the screen, these are some that we have collaborated in the with them in the past. We have Zaman University Malaysia and Monash University Malaysia. Both of them are our UAPs, and we have also collaborated with our prep provider, which is Sunway Test. Aside from this, we also have collaborated with INTI College and Asia School of Business. Both are not our local UAPs, but we have collaborated with them for our outreach programs, and for universities, whether you are a UAP or non-UAP alike, if you are interested to collaborate or searching for speakers, we are happy to get in touch. You may reach us out at publicrelations@cfamalaysia.org or admin@cfamalaysia.org. I would like to share more on the professional certification waiver in Malaysia if our attendees or the students would be interested to become a CFA charter holder. First, from Securities Commission Malaysia, a CFA charter holder may waive 4 out of 13 modules of the CMSRL examination if you wish to obtain the license. As shown in the screen, individual who wishes to carry out capital market activities is required to obtain the Capital Market Services Representative's license, and it depending on the activities conducted, you may waive 4 out of the 13 modules. And then this is the updated version of the waivers effective from February 5. High net worth individuals who are active members of the CFA Institute, which is the CFA charter holders, are now included in the relevant criteria for the different categories of sophisticated investors. Up next, we have the Financial Planning Association of Malaysia, FPAM. They offers exemption for 3 out of 4 modules to obtain this CFP title. And last but not least, we have the AICB or Asian Institute of Chartered Bankers, where CFA charter holders may apply to enroll directly in the Chartered Banker Level 3 qualification and complete 2 modules to become a Chartered Banker. So I know our attendees may have questions to ask. Let me open the floor for our Q&A session. I will read the questions from the chat box. And if any of our attendees would like to ask, just shoot it out in the chat box. I will read it. So we have a question. Can I know more details on the CFA scholarship? What is the fees for level 1 and what does it mean by fee reduced to USD 600? Sandy?
So the CFA program scholarships it's actually more than, it's actually a discount scholarship. It's not a scholarship like other universities who may, waive all the fees for students to register for exams. So CFA scholarships will provide students to register at a discount price of $600. So for a standard registration fee for if you are registering for a level 1 exam, it might be $1,600 to register for level 1 exam. But for students who have the student scholarships, they can register at a price of $600 and waive all the one-time enrollment fee and etc. They only need to register at a price of $600. And they have a 6 time frame. So even if the early bird has closed, they still can register at the price of 600.
All right, thank you, Sandy. I think there's another question here. If Utah would like to apply additional new program under UAP, do we need to submit online application form again?
Yes, for additional degree program, they will have to submit applications because the initial applications have to start again because we will review each degree program on its own merit. So if you are interested to apply for additional affiliation program, please drop me an email and I'll just drop my email address in the chat box so everyone can just copy.
All right. Okay, Sandy have already shared her email so everyone can reach her out there. Sandy, actually, we have one question, but maybe the one who's asking was a little bit shy. They were asking about access scholarship. Where is it like limited to 4 times a year?
Yes, the access scholarship, they have a shorter time frame. So if you and you are only allowed to register for the certain exam window, unlike the student scholarships.
All right. We have other questions. If we are currently updating the syllabus to align with ESG principles, what documents are required to be submitted to the CFA Institute?
It's if you are talking about the certificate recognitions, or if you're talking about the university affiliation program, if it's for the certificate recognitions, it's much simple than the UAP, because you only need to self-declare which topics you are covering, and then short descriptions about each of the topics for the ESG or sustainable. You don't need to provide syllabus for certificate recognition, so it's a much easier applications than the UAP. And if you're talking about applying with a degree program that is teaching sustainable, you will need to provide a course syllabus. I hope that's answered your questions. Thank you.
Okay, there's another question here. Is there any charges for the application?
Oh, yeah, I think this is a most frequently asked questions. The UAP program is completely free, no money associated at all, but there are some obligations you will need to do. First, you will need to complete annual review. So we ask principal contacts to complete a short survey every year from May to September, so that we know whether your degree program is still aligned with our CFA program, if you have any changes, or if you have you would like to change the contact point to someone else, and etc. So it's a free program, no money associated at all. So that's why we are being selective at this time, because we do have a big network of affiliated universities around the world.
Well, thank you, Sandy, for answering the questions. I think right now there are no other questions, but we do
Sorry.
have...
Hello.
Yes. Hi.
Yes. I'm Dr. Ahmad Shauki, and firstly, thank you, Miss Sandy and Miss Nina, for your presentation. Can you hear my voice? I mean, okay.
Yes, very well.
I think I missed something here. You also offer exemptions for CFA examinations based on the curriculum of the degree itself.
Good questions. We do not provide any exemptions. So CFA Institute does not provide any exemptions to anyone, not only to the student, or not only to professors, and not only to professionals who have been working in the industry for many years. So we do not provide any exemptions.
So, I mean, the one that you offers right now is more on the UAP itself, rather than other, qualifications such as a CFA. But you also offers like the certificate, like you mentioned before. So meaning the gist for for our today's meeting is for the certificate and also for the UAP. Two things, I mean.
So the CFA Institute not only offering the CFA program, which is our core program, but we do have other certificates. For example, the Sustainable Investing Certificate, Investment Foundation certificates, and other types of certificates for someone who is interested to upskills themselves.
Okay. If I need any, any further information, I will surely contact Ms. Amanina. Okay. So thank you.
Sure. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Shauki. I think maybe Sandy have already answered your question. But if anything, Dr. Shauki, you may contact us. I have already shared with you our contact details. So Sandy, we still have some time, but the society itself wanted to ask one question. What are the challenges that you have faced in onboarding the UAPs?
One of the most common challenge for universities is that they will take quite a lot of time to discuss internally about, so they need to seek approval from their management to apply for the UAP. Secondly, they need quite a lot of time to review or even to revamp their curriculum in order to meet the minimum of 70% of curriculum coverage. Yeah, I think these are the two most common challenges for our universities before they can actually submit applications. And then secondly, after they become affiliated, one of the most frequently asked questions is who they should give the scholarship awards to. Because we don't really have a guideline, because we only have one requirement, is that the student is currently studying at their universities. But actually, the scholarship is actually opening up for all of the students, not restricting to the affiliated degree program. So maybe you already apply with a Bachelor of Finance to the UAP, but maybe a student who are studying a Bachelor of Arts who may also be interested in taking the CFA program, and they are actually eligible to apply for the scholarship as well. But then at the end, it's actually up to you as the principal contact to decide whether you want to give the scholarship to other students who may not taking the finance degree programs.
I guess that would be the challenges that not only you face, but the universities themselves. I think maybe our non-affiliated universities can already expect what are going to be in the journey in becoming the UAP for our institute. So let me continue on. I would like to share our upcoming events. Oh, before that, thank you, Sandy, for the session, and thank you for answering the questions. I'm sorry, but let me continue with our upcoming events. We have Pathfinder Summit, or our Career Day. It is a very eventful, exciting event that you won't want to miss. It is actually a Career Day of 2025, but also fondly known as Pathfinder Summit, which is happening on 23rd August of 2025. We are celebrating our 10th anniversary, so this year's Career Day will be our biggest one yet. And unlike the typical career fair that most of us are familiar with, our Career Day will be the ultimate networking event connecting aspiring finance professionals with top employers and offering exclusive career insights. So mark your calendars and stay tuned for more details on our social media. So there is a QR code here you may scan to register and reserve your spot. So next one. All right. We are now registered as a training provider under HRD Corp. Nearest training lineup will be on the 8th of May for Gen AI for investment professionals, practical applications. If you are someone who is in the investment industry or is just interested in being an equipped investment analyst, portfolio managers, sales professionals, or traders, so this one might be it for you. You might scan here to register and know more. And the next one will be on the 9th of May for financial statement forensics and how to identify companies in trouble. I believe that is all. So we have a feedback for this info session. Link to the feedback will be shared in the chat box. There's a question. Oh, I will be sharing. I will be sharing this with all of us, all of you. So sorry. So link to the feedbacks will be shared in the chat box in a moment, and please stay for a few as we would like to take a photo of this session. So attendees, please open your camera. Let me set my slide to the first one. All right. Is everyone inside here? Just a moment. So let me see your faces. Mm. All right. Okay. Can everyone smile? Smile. Thank you everyone for joining us today. I hope this info session have benefited all of you, whether you are from our UAPs or non-affiliated universities. As shared with you, you may reach us out at our public.relations@cfasociety.cfamalaysia.org and admin@cfamalaysia.org. You may also follow us on our social media. You may scan these QR codes. We will be happy if there's any questions and if there's any opportunity to collaborate. All in all, thank you everyone for joining. Thank you, Sandy, and thank you our attendees.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Miss Sandy and Nina.
Thank you. Thank you, Nina.
Thanks, Sandy.
Thank you, Sunny.
Thank you, Sandy. Left already. And all right, at least. Okay.